Is Donald Trump a sociopath? Is a frog's ass watertight? Check it out. Leave your comments, ding the bell, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. Addison, Illinois. Hey, Mary, what's on your mind today?
What's on my mind today is that I want to talk about the lethal threat of the sociopaths who have infested our political systems and what to do about it. First, I need to define sociopath. A sociopath is a human who preys on and parasitizes other human beings the way cancer cells parasitize the rest of the body. The genus
and does not have empathy.
Oh, I'm getting to that, let me tell you. Okay. The genus sociopath is defined by having no empathy, high sadism, emotional poverty, and I add money addiction. There are three species in the genus sociopath: malignant narcissist, Trump, Machiavellian, Putin, and psychopath, Ted Bundy. And I must define emotional poverty. Sociopaths have only three basic reptilian emotions: gratification/pleasure, anger/frustration, and fear. They lack all the higher social emotions, such as compassion, conscientiousness, cooperation, friendship, and love. And on the negative side, they lack guilt, shame, remorse, contrition, or embarrassment. Now, the key point I want to make is that to deal with sociopaths, you must first accept that sociopathy is not a choice, nor is it a mental illness. It is a biologically based strategy for obtaining resources, just as is being a wolf or a cancer cell. And because reason did not put that behavior into place, reason cannot remove it. The usual social mechanisms of persuasion, negotiation, and compromise do not work with sociopaths, Mitch McConnell, and neither does punishment, either social or physical. They don't care. And don't care is the leading diagnostic criterion for sociopathy. Now, why should we care? Because sociopaths are murderers. They prefer to kill slowly and at long distance through deprivation, neglect, and endangerment, but kill they do. Poverty, pollution, disintegration of infrastructure, contamination of food and drugs, all the work of sociopaths who steal and hoard resources, not just because they need them, but to keep them away from you. Now, in hunter-gatherer societies, intractable sociopathy is dealt with by exile or execution, but I suggest first we do physical testing like MRI, etc., to definitively detect the sociopath. And
there's no MRI that will identify a sociopath.
There are MRIs that will detect the brain differences that are characteristic of sociopaths.
Oh, now, perhaps. I mean, you could do functional MRI, and you could notice changes in blood flow when people should be responding with particular emotions and they're not.
Oh. But and another one.
We're not going to have any filtering process here, Mary. We have to learn how to identify these people.
Exactly
I just
right.
actually just last week was rereading Bob Altmeier's book, The Authoritarians, which is all about these sociopaths. Anyhow, back to you. You wanted to finish your point, and then I got to move along, Mary. Please wrap it up.
Well, my point is that all behavior is biologically based. We can detect these behaviors through biological means, including galvanic skin response and electroencephalograms paired with a program of stimuli. One thing about sociopaths, because they lack the higher social emotions, they flatline on EEGs and GSRs, and their lack of response is diagnostic. So that's something we can do. Also, if you know the MO of the sociopath, we can detect them just by looking at their behavior.
Well, that was my point. And I think anybody should be able to look at Donald Trump and say, this guy is a sociopath, period, full stop. And we need to clean up our society.